What's up everybody, Phil back again for another video on my channel here. This video we'll look at a hard to find pricey tractor. It's a Steiger Panther PTA 325 1/16 scale. It's in the Prestige collection. Has to be one of the early entries in that collection. It's a really nice replica. It's pretty cool. It's hard to find and it's really expensive if you do find it. Let's take a quick look at that box first, and let's do that now. Here's the box. Got pictures of the actual tractor, which I think is kind of cool, on the end and on the back. Of course, it's got the foam insert for holding the tractor, the replica, in place and all that. Standard deal with Ertl. But I find it interesting Prestige collection because this tractor 2009 is the date on the bottom of the box, so I know the Prestige collection goes back to at least then. I'm not sure exactly when it started, but this has to be around the beginning. I think that's the oldest date I've seen is 2008 or 9, right around there. Alright, let's move on to the star of the show, the Steiger Panther PTA 325. Here it is, everyone, the Ertl 1/16 scale Steiger Panther 3 PTA 325. Awesome four-wheel drive here. It's pretty friggin' neat. Like I said, my box look there. It's a hard to find tractor, and if you do find it, it's not cheap at all. But I wanted the darn thing. And I had the funds, so I got it, and believe me, it wasn't very cheap. It's probably one of the highest paid I've paid for any tractor in my collection. It's up there for sure. It's pretty sharp. The real tractor, the Steiger Panther PTA 325, was manufactured by Steiger between 1980 and 82. It was 325 engine horsepower, or PTO horsepower. And they're just amazing classic styling of a Steiger. Its replica's pretty neat. Has a working 3-point hitch. It's plastic. It does move up and down. That's always nice to see stuff like that. The back here, you got a nice slow moving vehicle sign on the back of the fuel tank here, I believe. Nice flat fenders. Nice work lights on the top of those fenders. Your front fenders is work lights as well, which is nice to see. The cab, classic Steiger, of course you got your fluorescent green there and your black as your trim. Basically it's pretty sharp, but nice flat cab. Everything's nicely done with the cab, like that a lot. Of course the cab doors do open. I've got them open now to show that. Inside that cab it's pretty detailed. You got a tan seat with a black trim, nice black steering wheel. There are levers and everything everywhere in here. Levers up by the right hand side of the steering wheel, levers by the right hand side of on this console by the driver. It's pretty nicely done. Nice capture inside that cab, in my opinion. Outside this cab you got the muffler on the right hand side attached to the fender. The intake hose going into the outtake hose going into the engine. Then over here on the left hand side of the cab you got your intake and your breather system. It's pretty sharp. Classic Steiger hood there, nice long hood, slight bow at the front third of the hood with a slight downward incline. Black, of course, your Steiger emblem there on the front of the hood. Nice cap here on the hood. The hood does raise to reveal the engine, fully reveal the engine, which is pretty nice feature to have. Nice engine details on the components of the engine as well. Looks like a radiator system here in the front, maybe. Nice lines running from that to the engine. You got your intake and outtake lines. There's some nice details on both sides of that engine there. Looks really nice. There's nice steps here as well on the left hand side of the tractor for access to the engine compartment. It's pretty neat. Neat that the hood raises. Classic Steiger series grill there, big white grill, vertical line, vertical screening for lights, 2x2, Steiger at the bottom of the grill, pretty nice. Bottom of the tractor underneath has some nice details as well, with the front end, the middle section, and the rear drive, all that. There's nice details underneath the tractor for that. That's pretty nice to see. It's pretty nice replica here, very nicely done. Steiger, of course, 4-wheel drive, 8 tires all the way around, tires and wheels all the way around. Nice big rubber tires, nice tread, deep turning forward tread. They almost look like rice tires to me. These tires, they're pretty sharp, pretty neat looking tires. The wheels, of course, deep inset banded dual, nicely done. Steiger green, of course. Your inner cap there was, it's hard to see, but there's some bolt pattern details on that and everything. It's pretty sharp. Pretty nice replica here of a classic Steiger tractor. Very cool. I'll do a quick comparison and let's move on to that now. Alright everyone, I'm back. My Steiger 1/16 scale Panther PTA 325 alongside my Steiger Wildcat 1/16 scale, both made by Ertl. You can see the size difference. It's pretty awesome to see between this early version Steiger and this later version Steiger. You can see how they grow quite a bit there, to say the least. It's pretty neat to see. That's why I brought this up. I wanted to show the size difference in comparison over the years. Alright everyone, I'll move on to some final thoughts and let's do that now. Alright everybody, I'm back. Ertl 1/16 scale Steiger Panther 3 PTA 325 Prestige Collection. Nice replica here. Glad I got it. Was not cheap. I can't stress how much it was not cheap at all, but finally got one. Tried to get one a time or two and stuff just failed. Had one bought, seller never moved it for 2.5 weeks, got my money back. I don't care how good of a price you have. If you don't move the product, what's the point? So I got my money back on that deal, thankfully. But I finally got one, but this one took almost a month to get. I think that's ridiculous when you pay the money I paid and it takes you almost a month to get somebody the product. That's borderline scamming in my opinion. But I got it, thankfully. It's a nice replica. It's nicely done. Love to see some more Steigers from Ertl down the line. Of course, now they're part of Case IH, but more classic Steigers is a good thing. Alright everyone, I'll bring that camera closer for a quick look at this thing. I want to thank everyone that tunes into my channel. This is Phil. Y'all have a blessed day and we'll talk again soon.